Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. We are live. Right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mabel, and I'm popularly known on my channel, this channel, as Auntie Mabel. Today, we are going to be doing a very, very special topic that I feel everyone is going to benefit from. Whether you live in the diaspora, you live anywhere in Obodo, Oyinbo, or you actually live in Nigeria or any part of Africa. So, as they will say, without further ado, I'm just going to go straight to the topic. As many of you can see from the thumbnail and the title, um, I'm going to be using the what's going on right now on YouTube Street as a kind of a case study to address the the issues that are going on, which I think is impacting on a lot is impacting on a lot of us in diaspora. It might not be directly impacting to you, but it might not be directly affecting you, but you will know somehow someone or a friend that has been affected. So this is why I think it's very important for us to address it. And I think also, as some of you know, that I do a lot of things behind the scene on my channel with my channel members. Some about 5 of them now have now asked me, both the channel members and other people. In total, about 5 people or more have asked me to talk about this topic. One, because of my life experiences as a parent who have raised 3 adult children, had three adult children in the diaspora, and secondly, because of my profession as child or children and family social worker. So it's something I don't really like to flaunt too much on my channel because I just want to come here and this is actually my space where I distress from my job. As you guys know, that job is very taxing, and Monday to Friday, I'm just on the move non-stop. So this space on Saturday, as I always say, most of you, is actually my space to kind of unwind and just chill. That is the reason why I don't mention it so much. So, but the reason why I have to do this time is very important for us to address it in a timely manner. As I always try to tell all of us, we are on this YouTube street for a purpose, and we just have to make our presence count. And any places, any opportunity we feel we can add value, I think we should do that. So I'm just going to quickly welcome a few people that have joined us. Uju, thank you very much for coming once again to join us. And as you always come to support me all the time. And Jane's Diary, thank you very much. You're another person who is also in the UK who will be able to relate to what we are talking about today. And I know definitely anybody that live in the UK, Europe, Canada, US, or any other part of the diaspora where there's a bit of a structure when it comes to childcare and bringing up children, this will definitely affect that person. So, what are we talking about? The thumbnail is saying, don't let the government take your children. We understand that right now, Koko Mama and her husband is all over social media, and especially YouTube for that matter. You see people talking about it, they themselves are talking about it. And the part I really want to focus on today is the children. Some people have mentioned it. I've seen a few people who have mentioned it. I must say I've not watched all of them. I've not watched a lot of everybody that have been talking about it, but I've watched some people. So what I think we should really, really focus on right now are the children. These children, from what I can hear, is that they have been taken into care by the Austria government, which is probably since around, let me just quickly go on my phone to bring up some of the points. I actually have to take notes on this one too. put some points down so that it's very structured today. I really want to be structured. I think it's about since June last year, if I'm not mistaken. I heard that, here so many dates and months flying around on youth social media. Apparently, they were taking into care before she went to Nigeria to launch the Koko Mama hotel. And obviously, the date might not be correct, but obviously they have been in the care of the Austrian government for a couple of months at least, about 3 months or more, between 3 and 6 months or more. So the reason why I think it's very important for me to address this topic today, because we have to always put the best interest of our children. They have to be paramount in all we do. We Africans, we know children are very important to us, but even in Africa, I think sometimes we have this poor judgment thinking, oh, in Africa, such a thing will never happen. But children are suffering in Africa. It's not as because aunties and uncles are looking. Aunties and uncles can maltreat the children. Even parents can maltreat the children in Africa. And sometimes just that the structure is not in place to rescue those children. So it's not as if it's perfect over there, but why it's different here when you're in Obodo is because the structure is very different. As many of you know, you wake up in the morning, you are indoors by yourself, just in a flat or in a house or in an apartment or in a big house or whatever you live in, just with your children. You can even choose to live inside that house for weeks and months, apart from the children going to school. People see them, you put them in the car, take them to school, or maybe the places where they have school buses or whatever they used to go to school. That's when neighbors will sight them. Sometimes neighbors will not even see them because they are not looking out of the window at the particular time that you are out there, you will not see them. They will not see you. So sometimes you might not even know your neighbors. So this is why the system take it very seriously when it comes to the notice of the government, of the care system, of the school, that something is wrong with the children, because anything can be going on within indoors. Nobody will be able to tell. So when these children speak up, that's why they are listened to properly. They are listened to very, very well. They're taken very seriously. That's why you have telephone line like child line and social services system and the school system. Obviously, when they see you with a child mark on the body, they take it very seriously, because you could hit that child in a very bad place when you're angry or you're frustrated, you're upset, and anything can happen to that child indoors. Except you call for ambulance, nobody will know what is wrong with that child. So it's not like in our homes, except a neighbor hear the child screaming and crying, we decide to call the police. So this is why the system and the structure is there. So I just welcome a few more people that have joined us. Thank you very much, Bosse. Thank you for coming to join me today. I really do appreciate that. That's my long-term friend. Queen Ko, thank you also very much for coming to join us today. I hope your auntie is getting better. Queen Ko is the one that is raising funds on GoFundMe page that I posted on my community tab for her auntie, who is undergoing dialysis at the moment. So this is why I feel we should use our YouTube space to always add value wherever we can. So right, the area I'm going to structure this topic around today. So please, all of you, try and get ready to come and talk to us when you can. Okay, right. I've just posted my new channel on the screen. I hope it's not going to be covering too much. I don't like the way it's showing here. So I will take it out now and probably hide it for now and put it back later. So I don't want that to just be covering every screen throughout the program or throughout today's LS. Right. The area, and please, all of you, please be prepared to come and speak to us. I really want other people's voices today to be included in this discussion. So yeah, the first area I'm going to be covering is that at the moment, Koko Mama and her husband, they need support and not judgment. I can see a lot of people judging them on television, on the White Street, in all other areas, social media, obviously, where they show themselves. But I see it mostly on YouTube. So people are very judgmental, and people are just adding petrol to the problem between her and her husband. At the moment, let all of us just drop whether we belong to the camp Koko Mama or camp her husband. Let us focus on the children and not judge them about whether they raised the children right or they didn't raise the children right. So that's the first area we'll be talking about. Then the second area we talk about is what Koko Mama and her husband needs to do now. They need to really act swiftly. I know I don't live in Austria, where they live. Austria, I hope I'm getting it right. So, but I think sometimes most of the European system, there's some similarities. Then number 3, what close friends and family members must do now. Then number 4, what the YT or YouTube and social media community, whether you are friends, you are related to them, or must do now. Those friends at YouTube's community, both abroad, in diaspora or in Nigeria, what you all must do right now. Then above all, if you cannot do anything, pray. If you have no voice in any of these areas, you don't comment on people's videos, you don't have a voice, you don't have your own channel, you don't have a Facebook page, or you don't have an Instagram page, or wherever all these things have been discussed, and you are not contributing in any way, at least pray. Then the final thing is what we as a community, when I say the community, I really have to narrow it down to we, the African and Nigeria community in particular, what we must do about children who are already in the care system, either in the UK, in Europe, Canada, or any part of Obodo. So that will be my 5th point, because we can't just sit there and do nothing or think, oh, this doesn't concern us, I can't do anything about it. This is happening all around us, wherever you live. We have to open our eyes and think of what we can do to save the day or to improve the well-being or the outcome for those children who are already in the care system. So I will just welcome few more people. Thanks very much, Globe Ariana. Thanks for always coming to support me. And I thank you all the others who are not in the chat, who are also part of who have joined us today. Please, if you are with us, if you are watching us, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up is very important so that we can create more awareness so that people can join us, because this is very important. This is something that is affecting our community. As they say, my people perish for lack of knowledge. We are all here now, so we have to deal with this. This is what is affecting today's generation. It's affecting us, so we really need to do something about it. We can't just sit there and say, it's not me, it's their problem. Obviously, after all, she put herself on social media. No, we are all part of one body, and as Africans, every child is important. So, right. Please, those of let me try and put the link there. I know once I start discussing the point, I know some of you might have to leave early. If you know for any reason you are going to be leaving early, you won't be able to wait until I state all the point, or even when I'm stating the point, or let me just quickly whiz through the point actually. Once I've gone through the point, then you can come up and speak to us. But if you must go and you have a burning question or you have something very important to say, please stop me. If you know you cannot stay until I finish all my point, you can always come up and say something to us. I have just put the link there so that you can prepare. If you can come with your video voice, as I always say, I like that. And if you cannot, but just come with your voice. Or otherwise, if you just prefer to engage in the chat, please engage in the chat. I'm going to try and not to look at the chat too much, because I've got my friends there, the moderators who are helping me welcome those who are just joining us. So once I've gone through the points, then we can start the full chit chat and the discussion. I hope that's fine. If you feel that's a good plan, all of you that are there, I value you. I don't want to appear as a typical social worker today who is just trying to deal with a plan and just going point, and not really carrying people. We do try to carry people along, to be honest, but I don't want to really come in and just feel as if I'm in a family court trying to get my point across. So please give me a thumbs up as we're just reminding us. And Sonia Duruji Chiki, my goodness. Sonia, let me just stop there. Sonia, thank you for joining us. Yeah, I really do appreciate all of you for coming. So please, yeah. And if you agree with this structure I have laid out, if you feel it's good enough, I always like to carry everybody along if you feel that is good. So please just let me know, say yes in the point that I should carry on with the structure then, and just leave your comment. And if as I'm saying some certain points, you agree with me, you want to say anything, please say, write it in the chat so we don't forget your point, so that later on you can come up and speak to us about it if you would like to. And we appreciate that. So first of all, let me go to the first point, is support, not judgment. So please, 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 I really want everybody to take note of this, that this couple do not need support. They don't need judgment right now. They need support. So if you know you have nothing positive that is going to, we cannot force them to come back together. Things have gone very far, gone very sour as it might be, but that is not what I'm focusing on today. I know their relationship is important, but let's focus on supporting them to focus on their children. So please, whatever way you are supporting, if it's prayer, you are praying, if you have access to social, whichever way you think you can add value to this couple right now, focus on their children. We need to focus on helping them to get their children back home where they belong. So whether they have been bad parents, whether as some people are saying on YouTube, whether she lived as her husband said, I listened to, like I said, I don't listen to, I haven't heard everything. I've just listened to some of the things that are really getting to me now. This is why I decided to speak up, and some people have also asked me to speak about it. So this is where we are. So whether Koko Mama allow her daughter to do all the chores, as her husband said, or she's still all the time on YouTube channel doing live videos. Her daughter is the one, the eldest one is the one who does all the cooking and everything in the house. On her own part, she has come to counteract that and said that she's not the daughter. What can the daughter even do? How much work can the daughter do? That's not our problem right now. The problem is, the support is, we really need to, whether they have been good parents, whether the child is the one who child labor, or whatever the child has said to them right now, we will look at that in the subsequent headings, but let's start supporting them and focus on them getting their children back. That's point one. Then point two, what Koko Mama and her husband must do right now. Koko Mama, anybody that can hear, that can get this message to them, get this message to them. I don't know them personally, but I must say it's not just because I'm from Edo State. They are, first of all, they are Africans and they are Nigerians. They are from Edo State, and they're actually from my husband's part of Edo State. Because Abu, I know, Koko Mama, the videos I've watched, she has not really, people who know her might know where she's from, but she has not really voiced, the ones I have watched, I've not really said her say, she knows, she said, oh, your father had a house in Benin. So I think both of them are likely to have come from Edo North, which is the Esako area or the Auchi area, if that's what people would relate to, where the Auchi Polytechnic is. And that's the part where my husband, I'm from Esan, as many of you know, I'm a proud Esan woman, but my husband is actually from Esako. So I can actually relate to being, I can actually see myself as being the auntie to those children, or even as a big sister to Abu and Koko Mama or Esther. Esther is her real name. She's known as Koko Mama on television. So anybody that can get this message to them, tell them Esther and Abu and Auntie Mabel, who is married to Esako, is having a vested interest on you and your children. And this is why I'm saying this right now. What you must do, Abu and Esther, listen to me clearly. Everything your children have said, no matter how minute they have said, that they have said to the state, they have said to the social services, I don't know what you call them in Australia, you don't speak English there, whatever you call them, the system, the social worker, the school, whoever is in part of this case, there must be allocated workers now. There will be probably allocated social worker, there might be a manager, there might be a solicitor. So there is a whole lot of hierarchy of people that are involved. Just go and find out what they have written, what the report is. What are the things your children have complained about? According to what your husband said to Maureen, is that what I heard is that These children, actually, your eldest daughter called the social services herself to say that they were not being looked after. Me, I wasn't there. I don't know what the children have said. So listen, whatever your children have said, no matter how small it is, find out who the allocated social worker is, who the allocated worker is, whatever you call it, call them in Austria, and make sure you listen to it, to the latter. Everything the children have complained about, or everything the school or any person that's associated with your children have complained about. They are very important. Listen to them and take them seriously. Whether you agree with them or not, then it is your point now, and make sure you get the right support, get the right legal backing, because over there you should have people who should support you. But whatever the system is, listen to what the children have said and make sure, if, for example, the child cooks only noodles and said, my mom leaves me to do all the cooking, then it is your responsibility to now have some evidence to prove that, okay, I acknowledge it. First of all, acknowledge, okay, I didn't know my child feel this way. That because in the morning, I asked her to make cornflakes or breakfast for her and her siblings, or for all three of siblings, they are doing it together. I know you have 3 children. Then I didn't know she felt that she was being overburdened, that she was doing all the chores in the house. Whatever they have said, no matter how magnified you have magnified, as you know, you were children once. So if your parents ask you to do something, there is a tendency sometimes you magnify them. So sometimes because you're an adult now, don't overlook it. So listen to them and hear them. And acknowledge the areas you feel you have made mistake, and start assessing the support system. There will definitely be a system there that will say, okay, these parents are, this is the first time this complaint has reached us. Okay, the parents, what are you ready to do now? We know that, oh, you haven't been looking after these children. You've been overdoing your YouTube channel. That's why you have not been looking after these children. Okay, this is what you want. Ask them, what can I do to change this? Make sure you are willing to make a difference, to change from whatever the complaint, to acknowledge. And if you feel they were not all true, evidence why they were not all true or correct, what that was said, and don't argue. Don't use the Nigerian style, because I can see some of the back and forth argument you're already having with each other. And even the Koko Mama's brother has now gone on Maurice's channel to start washing her dirty linen as well. Koko Mama have now made a video as well, counteracting what the brother have said. This is not time to use Nigerian style and raise your voices and try to prove that, oh, maybe when I shout and scream at them, that's when they will hear me. They will think, some people might even tell you, oh, don't take it serious. Don't take it easy with them. Just go there and talk to them and tell them off and raise your voice at them and let them know that you are not a pushover. No, this is not a time to use bagbati. Bagbati doesn't work with the system. Bagbati, if you work for Nigeria, bagbati no, they work for Oyinbo land. Evidence is what you need, and acknowledging that you are prepared to work with the support system to help you to be able to meet your children's needs. That's very important. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to flog it too much because I don't know the nitty-gritty of what is going on in this case. Then, number 3, what close friends and family members must do. I know some of the videos that Koko Mama have done, she said, oh, she doesn't have friends, because I know that must have been some previous video. I know there was one of them I was watching. Obviously, once you start watching somebody's video to try and find, obviously, I need to watch a little bit more. I have to watch a little bit more to have a bit of understanding of what is going on. There was one of them she made some years ago, where she said probably 2 years ago or so that she doesn't have friends and she doesn't go to church. I don't know if that has changed now. I'm sure if you have lived in the country for about 10 years or 8 or more years now, I don't know how long you have lived there now, you must have 1 or 2 friends. So please, close friends and family members, rally around them. I'm sure you had your 3rd child in Obodo in Austria. So I'm sure your child must have, maybe, I don't know if you did. I know majority of us do have godparents for our children, whether you are religious, whether you are Jim Christian or not. So you must have those friends, at least some friends and family member. I know there was one of the video when you showed on Lady T's channel, you said you were currently stay with a friend, because they even said your husband called police for you, what the equivalent of police there to come arrest you because I think you were trying to attack him or whatever. That is not very good. That doesn't count very well. That is count as domestic violence. Whether is the perpetrator is a woman or a man, is domestic violence. So that is a very big thing. To leave children in an environment where there's domestic violence between the parents is a serious offense. It's a serious concern. So I'm not saying they are taking you to prison, but it's a serious concern. So don't overlook it at all. So if friends and family members who are around, step up now. This is the time to step up. Because if it is in the UK, what they will do, these children have been taken under police protection order. Currently, they will be under police protection order. So they will be placed in a temporary placement. But if you have good enough friends and family member, close enough, not just, oh, Auntie Mabel that I know on social media or through YouTube. No. A friends and family member who might be close proximity enough, who will be able to do the school run for the children, who will say, okay, for now, they can come and stay with me during the court proceeding or where they are carrying out their investigation and assessment. So that is very important. Let them step up now. Because if you don't step up now, we Africans are very bad, they are very good at saying, oh, it's discrimination. They are discriminating against us. Oh, they know they want to spoil our children for us. They want us to spare the rod and spoil the child. How many of you did rod really change when you were a child? There are other ways of disciplining children without being so hard on them, without being giving for child labor, whatever the case may be. Because sometimes this might be neglect, it might be seen as neglect. So friends and family members who are close by, they really need it, because, for example, now where they're going to put these children, first of all, will be maybe temporary foster carers who are of close proximity, who might still be able to take these children to and from school. So we need friends and family members now to step up who will be able to do that. So sometimes we really need to be selfless. I know some of us, all of us are doing what UK used to call boom those days. Everybody is working so hard to buy that house or to save that money or to save money or to go and build something at home or to do this. All of us, even to pay the bills here, we all work so hard. But this is time you have to think and say, if these were my children, if these were my grandchildren, if these were my nieces and nephews, what will I do? So step up now so that you can be considered. The social service, some of us say, oh, no, I don't want them near my door. By the time they come into your house now, they're going to start see my own problem. And so I'm going to start adding me to the problem as well. And probably say, I'm not looking after my children well. And now I don't want them to come near my radar. Then if you don't want them to come run near your radar, when these children are given to Oyinbo, I don't even think there are many black people in that place as they are in the London or in UK. So when they are not giving to Oyinbo, don't be one of those to say, oh, they always give all our black children to Oyinbo people when you haven't stepped up as a friend, close friends and family member. Okay? I'm really sorry today if you're coming to my channel for the first time. Please bear with me that I'm just talking like whatever, that nanny, anti-nanny on the television that is just dishing out orders. It's very important. This is a very serious matter and we have to take it very seriously. And please, all of you that have just joined us, please just bear with me. Kiki, I can see you there. If there's anybody that have joined recently that haven't welcomed, thank you very much for coming. My moderators are helping to welcome you. I just need to trash these things out, these points out. Then so we can all start contributing. We all need to contribute. It's very important. I will value all your contribution because we all live in different parts of Obodo and even in Nigeria. So even the family in Nigeria, if you say you are close friends or family member, I know like what Koko Mama said, one of the video I watched on her channel, she said she's about like number 4, number 5 in her family. And the Lucky who came up, I think that's the one, number 5, who is next to her, who came and who went on Maurice channel, was just rubbishing her and stuff like that. So please, the rest of the family members, This is the time you have to step up. Drop all your differences. Siblings do have differences. All of us, whether you only have one brother or sister or even more, there is always, as we are growing older, all of us start growing apart or growing closer. There is always things. Whatever was small when you were small, when we are older, it's magnified because it grows with us as well. If it's the brother who used to fight a lot, you can see when they are getting older, they might change or they might start fighting more. So please, all of you, be you aunties, uncles, and the brothers and sisters of Koko Mama, drop all this your fighting and this your watching your dirty linen outside and rally around them to make sure they get their children back. This is not about you adults now. Whether she hasn't spent money on you, she has not been spending, giving a lot to, doing a lot for you guys since she's been Obodo Oyinbo. Drop all of that now. If this your children remain in system, if Koko Mama and the children remain in the system for the rest of their life till they are 18, you might not have access to them ever. I know some of you might say, oh, serve the right. This is no time to serve the right. The best interests of these children should be paramount to everybody. Whether you hate Koko Mama and Abu or not, this is not the problem right now, okay? Because these children didn't ask to be born into this mess. So that's that. Then what the YouTube and social media family and friends, both in Obodo Oyinbo and UK or diaspora, must do right now. Let us stop putting petrol into this matter. We all know now that the social media, be it YouTube, be it Instagram, be it Facebook or wherever, and the rest of you guys do the Twitter and the rest of it that you do. We all know that those things even get employees into trouble. So there are people who will say, oh, the employer will go and dig something out and say, oh, when they were many years ago, we heard that even in US, even not just employees, even people in public places face positions. They will say, oh, when that person many years ago said some racist statement, they'll go and dig it up. How much more do you think social services that are going to be investigating you and how you care for your children will not have to comb all these social media spaces, especially when it's come to light that your child said you spend all the time on live streaming, that's why you don't take care of them. So you don't really want them to go and start trying to investigate. You are just giving them ammunition to prove that you two are not good enough parents. There are no perfect parents. All they are looking for, are you a good enough parent? So please, if I were you, really, I will stay away from social media right now. Some people have said it. You stay away from YouTube. Don't worry about what Lucky is saying. Don't worry. Even the families, please, you people should stay away from social media. I'm mooring, please, for goodness sake. Just proud. If you cannot say anything good to get these children home, just bury the hatchet right now. I don't care what you have against Koko Mama or whatever she's done wrong. Abu, and you really need to step up as a man. I'm really disappointed on what you have done. I'm speaking to you as Auntie Mabel. Not just because I'm related to Esako, I'm married into Esako, I'm from Edo State, but because these children, they are children of God, and they are children that didn't have to be born into this mess. So please, all of you should stay away from social media. And anybody on social media that haven't got anything positive to say, cannot focus on getting these children home, just forever remain silent, please. Because all of this will be used against Koko Mama and her husband to prove that they are good enough parents. So all this back and forth, you did this, you did that, you are this and that, I could have killed you and this and that. All of those things should stop. Lucky is saying this and you are saying that, should stop. Brothers and sisters, whatever they are saying, all of that should stop. CV, thank you very much for Sylvia. Thank you for joining us. Angela, thank you for joining us. And please, if any of you have joined us again, please, I really appreciate all of you coming. And please, your comments, I will go back and read them. And please be prepared to come up and speak to us, yes? So please, I think I've said enough about this social media thing. If you cannot have any positive thing to add to bringing these children home, please be quiet. I wish I'm in Austria. I would have just found a way to go and find this couple and sit them down and shake them up and get them to wake up. So Esther and Abu, please wake up right now and stop all this you're fighting. Drop your differences and focus on getting your children home. and stay off social media, please, for goodness sake. If you must go on social media, now go back then and apologize and say you are sorry for the things you have said on social media. That please, everybody, hold your peace now. We want to focus on bringing our children home. Whether you choose to ever live together, husband and wife, I don't care. But you can live apart and be good parents to these children. And those of us who are on social media, who are the aunties and uncles on social media, whether we are births, those in the Nigeria and their parents, their family members are in Nigeria, we all have to focus on being the best uncle and auntie to these children, whether from afar or we are close enough. If we have nothing positive to say about getting these children home, let us just shut up. I'm really sorry. It might sound like a rude word. We have to be quiet right now. Thank you very much, Rita, for joining us. So I hope I've said enough about that. Then, like I said, if you are so far away, you have no way to make a comment on anybody's video or any of this video to say anything at all that will add positivity to focus on getting these children home, just pray. Pray for the children and pray for Koko Mama and her husband Abu to have the scale drop from their faces or from their eyes. Have the scale drop from their eyes. I think that's the right word to say. Let's pray for the scales to drop from their eyes and for God to bring good support system around them, good friends and family members. You know, there can be, as they sometimes say, that there are friends that can be closer than brothers or sisters. So anybody in Austria that is near this couple, sit up now and make yourself count. Okay? Then finally, my fifth point is this. What can we do as a community for children who are already in the care system, either in the UK, Europe, Canada, US, or any other part of Obodo? One, first of all, let's look out for those families because parents are in turmoil when their children are taken. It doesn't end here. If by the time there is a system that has to follow, for example, what we will do in the UK, while these children are being taken, as I said, under police protection order, then the parents will be assessed to check whatever the concerns are, how valid they are, and what they can be done to support them. And it depends on how these parents engage with that support system that is put in place and say, okay, I haven't been a good parent enough. They will now say, okay, let a support worker support you with this, and sometimes I just be talking to you and working with you to acknowledge what you've done, what is this, and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do better. So, or from there on, if they really see that these children are at risk of harm, it might proceed to the court proceedings. And when it gets to the court, the judge, you will also, this time around, you also have opportunity to go and get some support from your solicitor, who will now represent you in court. That's what they will do in the UK. So evidence, the social service will present the evidence they have against you. You will provide your evidence to counter their evidence. And before they get to court, it must really be serious. They don't just jump to court because we Black people are screwed. We say, oh, they hate us. They always drag us to court. I know in every profession, in every place, there are racism. I'm not saying there are no exceptions. There are racism. But that is not always, it's not the norm. If you work with the system, social services don't want to deliberately take children into care because it's expensive to keep children in care. And it's not in the best interest of the children if their parents can look after them to take them into care. So those of us who know family members or friends, might be your church member, it might be from a friend who you heard that the children are being looked after. Find a way to support those families. But the problem we African community have, even when the social service starts sniffing around, for example, school will report, oh, a mark was on Anthony's hand. When he came to school, the little Johnny hand had a mark and he said, his mom or dad that hit me with a bat. When the social services start talking and asking questions, the parents will bury their head in the sand and don't tell anybody until those children are taken away before you will hear. And even when they are taken away, you will not hear anything until they have done the care proceeding and they have now found evidence against these parents and will now be granted a care order. When they have been granted a care order, that the children will be permanently removed from you. And that is a step too far. But it doesn't end there, but they will still tell you, these are the things, these are the concerns we had. You go and Go back and do A, B, C, and D. Within the next 6 months, if you feel you have evidence, you can now do A, B, C, and D. Come back through your solicitor and reapply to the court to discharge the care order. But that 6 months can drag into 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years. And by that time, the children are already getting used to the care system. And they already be severe. The attachment relationship they have with you is already diminishing. And you don't want that to happen. But it doesn't mean that that doesn't still happen. It doesn't mean that they cannot still return to you after that. And where do the rest of us come in? Those of us who are in the Black community, let us start stepping up to either be foster parents. Some of us have big houses. We have spare 2-3 rooms. We have space. Many people will say, oh, you want a child from your loins. It has to be pray for the child for your loins. Some of us are seeking for the fruit of the womb. These are something we can do. They will ask you questions. I know some of us are afraid of the question. When they will come, they will start digging into my life. So be it. But you are giving, if you have no skeleton in the cupboard, you have nothing to hide. Why do you have to? There's nothing to hide. Just follow the assessment. Then you'll be approved as a foster carer. Sometimes you might even be better paid than all this jumping up and down from being a social worker. Sometimes I actually feel being a foster carer is better than being a social worker. You're less stressed. So yes, let's start watching now. We need, especially in UK, in London in particular, we need a lot of Black foster carers, and preach that all the time in my church and wherever I see Black women gather, and men, of course. We need to start putting ourselves forward, and even adoptive parents. When a child is looked after, when his child if the child removed from a parent, they said, oh, there are some, that once the child is born, it's a druggie or whatever the issues are, that this parent is too young or whatever the issues are, cannot take care of this child. They will just put the child up for adoption. Let's start bringing ourselves forward for adoption, even when we have already had our family. Sometimes let's start planning it. If we want to have 4 children, let's have 3 and adopt 1. Okay? So there's so much we can do. There's no point saying all the Black children are being adopted by white people. There are no Black adoptive parents. And there are a lot of people who are still looking for the fruit of the womb, who have big houses, who have spare rooms in their houses, who are not coming up for adoption or fostering. Then if we are looking for them, we can't find them. Especially we quote the Bible. Jesus was adopted by Joseph. So let us put ourselves forward. That's the best way to reach a child with the word of God. What's the better way to do it? By bringing the child into your home. So please, there's something we all can do. And in your churches or around, if you cannot do it yourself, support other people. Like my church is a fostering focused family. We have foster families in my church. And I show them extra support and extra greeting. Like when I see them, I really say, oh, thank you very much. I wish we have foster carers. I wish we have more of foster carers like you. Our job will be easier. Acknowledge them and support them in whichever way you can. So I hope you guys should bear with me. I hope I haven't been too harsh the way I've laid at this point. I feel sometimes some of these hard things have to be said, so that we can make a difference in our community. Together, we can all achieve more. All right, so I'm just going to welcome all of you once again. Pat, thank you for just joining us. Precious Oduduwa, thank you for joining us. Angela, I think I welcome you. Mary Queen, thank you for joining us. So please, I have said most of the things I want to say. If any of you have a question, you can ask me. You can write it in the chat. Then if you want to come up and speak to us, come up and speak to us. Sorry, guys. that's the joy of being on the live stream. You can't hide away from anything. Right. So yeah, thank you very much for that. I can see some comments there. Let me try and read from my phone. I know sometimes it's easier than. So please, anybody that want to come on, let me put the link again. So it might be easier for you to come and speak to us. I like to hear people's voices. And please, if you want to give me any super chat today, I would really appreciate it. And before you guys go, I'm moving my LS to my new channel. So I'm going to have to pin it now. I pinned it briefly before. I'm moving it next Saturday, because the people that have been asking me to do this, they have so many other follow-up questions they want me to follow up, and they feel it will reach more people on that channel. I'm really sorry. I've been advised to keep it here for a while. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Uju. Uju is coming up.
I will speak. Oh, I'm not happy
Thank you.
today. I'm actually going to make an emergency live stream later today. I'm not happy with the Nigerian YouTube community.
Yeah.
It's just been a little messy, you know. I don't like what is going on. I don't like the energy out there. But
Yeah.
that is, by the way, let me talk about Koko Mama.
Yeah.
The issue I'm having with Koko Mama's, you know, what problem she's having with her husband. I don't know who is telling the truth. That's my own thing, and I have
Yeah.
to be plain. I have to
That's
be
right.
open. I don't
Yeah.
like, yeah. I don't know who is telling the truth.
Yeah.
The husband said that the daughter reported Koko Mama for child neglect. That, you know,
Yeah.
she's making her take over the house chores, do
Yeah.
things, and you know, basically that she's not taking care of them.
Yeah.
Koko Mama, on the other hand, said that the children went to report to social service because they were planning to travel to Nigeria, and they wanted to take the children to Nigeria too.
Yeah.
You know, so the children didn't want to go to Nigeria because of every bad thing they've been hearing about, because of the insecurity in
Yeah.
Nigeria. So I'm having difficulty. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who. Do you understand? Because if we know the truth, then we know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You know.
Pat, sorry, Uju. Pat, I will
Mhm.
let you in. I will let you in shortly, okay? So
Yeah.
because it's a serious discussion, let's have one person at a time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we know the real gist, then you know how to handle when the children come back.
Yeah.
The most important thing is for them to get their kids back.
Yeah.
All right. The husband said on the interview, I think a few days ago, that Koko Mama, the government will never give the children back to Koko Mama because they know that she's unstable, and that she has maybe psychological problems because she was cursing them and all that. That is a red flag. Oh. So I don't know. And then Koko Mama did a live stream and said, oh, the children are here. They come every weekend. I'm like, where? Where are they coming every weekend? I thought, so that story is, I thought that you and your husband are not together. So when the children visit every weekend, where do they stay? Is it in your home? So I don't know what is going on. But the thing I want to tell them is, please, all those things that you guys are saying, please, come together and get these kids back.
Absolutely.
Because what they do here is they have to give you a work plan.
Yeah.
What you have to work on, and they'll be checking it. Once you finish it, they'll return your kids to you. They'll come and do their inspection and all that. That is what they have to focus on, and make sure they complete that.
Yeah.
She was saying on the live stream that, oh, the children, the parents, where the children, the parents, with the house where they are staying, that the kids are so comfortable, they are happy, you know, but that is not their home.
Yeah.
So my problem is I cannot advise them very well because I don't know who is saying the truth. If the kids are coming every weekend, to whose house? Are they still together? Then there's a hope, you see, because they are allowing them to come and visit. But they have to focus on their work plan and make sure that they meet each and every one of it. And then when they go back to court, because they'll be going to court. That's how they do it here in America.
Yeah.
You know, you report to your caseworker, they'll come to court, they'll present your case to, you know, the judge. Oh, this mother is working on her plans. She's doing very well. And and before you know it, they'll return the kids to them. But this person is saying one thing, that person is saying another thing. It's just it's confusing to me. I don't know who to believe, but I pray. The only thing I can do for them is, even if they don't want to come together, that's okay. But the kids are more important.
Absolutely.
So the government will now decide who takes custody of the kids.
Yeah.
And then they can give the other parent visitation right. You know,
Yeah.
the way he's looking, the husband is saying that Koko Mama will never get custody. He said he's working hard to get his kids back. Koko Mama said that the kids are coming every weekend. So I don't know. It's just confusing to me. But
Yeah.
God will help them and the kids will come back. And it's not even kids coming back. They have to, when they come back, they have to sit up as parents and do what they're supposed to do. If not, they'll take
Absolutely.
them again.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
see, and Koko Mama saying that she visits the kids where they are with the family. Let her, when she goes there, let her monitor and see how these other parents are teaching this kid. What is making the kids happy?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you the truth. This social media has done a lot.
Yeah.
Most YouTubers don't take care of their kids.
Yeah.
It is as plain as that.
Yeah.
You know. And then when they go to a family where they are given attention, where they are taken care of, where they
Yeah.
are listened to, you
Yeah.
know, of course they want to stay there. But I pray they get them back. But at least experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
That they, both of them, actually wants the baby because the kids. Because I'm trying hard to understand. Koko Mama, they took your babies, they took your children, and you went to Nigeria anyways. Who does that?
Yeah.
That is a no-no. I'm not here to, you know. That is a big. You have to explain to them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're neglecting the kids. They are reporting you about and then you left them and go to yeah. So I encouraging them. I'm not here to bash them like you said. We shouldn't bash them.
Yeah.
Not bashing, but
Yeah.
they should come together and start all these lies and all this fight and concentrate on
Absolutely.
getting their kids back. That's the most important thing. And when they come back, they sit up and take care of them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. You see, I'm
Thank
just
you very
ranting.
much, Uju. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
mad with Nigerian YouTubers. I'm going to do that emergency live stream.
Yeah.
It's just getting bad. All right, dear. Thank you,
Thank you very
everyone.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I'm so happy for that. Thank you, Uju, for coming to add your contribution because you know, you have analyzed some of the issues because, like I rightly said, I haven't have the time because my weekdays are so manic that by the time I get home, I'm so tired I don't even have time to do a lot of things. I fall asleep when I'm trying to join people's live streaming on weekdays. So yes, thank you very much for that. I think you have had some very good points. I know who said something. Somebody wrote something a lot. So sorry, all those of you that just say welcoming each other. I'm going to try and skip that. I know everything is very important. Every boss, thank you very much. You said just hearing about this matter. I know. Yeah, those of us who are on YouTube. So please, if you just join us, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. It's easy. You're already here. Thank you very much. And please, I've just put this on my screen. This is my new channel because, like I said, a lot of people who subscribe to this channel, all they see, all that pump up to them, they have people have told me that. So it's mostly the Esan language video that is got recommended to them. So, and some of all these other interesting thing I'm doing, it doesn't get recommended to people enough. So this was the reason why I've been advised to open the new channel so I can do more of this talk. And I want to do a series on parenting. And obviously it's part of my training. And obviously I've done it. I own the badge as well. I've raised and had three. I've bet and raised 3 adult children in the UK. So I have a lot to talk about parenting. All the mistakes I made, I'll say them so you don't have to repeat them. So, you know, I always like to share with my examples. So please give me thumbs up if you are here. Can see quite a number of you still watching. So yeah, Queen Co said, I will pray for them, ma. As you rightly and graciously said, they need our love, prayers, and support, no judgment. May the good Lord intervene in their matter. Thank you very much for that, Queen. And oh no, Jane, I'm still in Nigeria. I'm still enjoying Nigeria. So Sonia, you're still in Nigeria. Thanks for joining us from Nigeria. Okay, all right. So okay, James Darry said, you are welcome, my dear Sonia. I hope you come back. Okay, so you're just talking to. Thank you for all of you who have given me thumbs up. Kiki, thank you. I don't know if I welcome you, so please bear with me. Queen said again, oh, you are spot on. I think, yeah, I was making a point when you said I'm spot on. You are totally right, Auntie Mabel. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Hi, host. Sylvia, thank you very much. And please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I know I'm seeing a few new faces here today. And yeah, thank you all very much for coming Angela said, okay, you're saying hello to people, everybody here, myself. Thank you for coming. So yeah, Pat, please, if you want to come back, I know you were coming, you come. Sorry, I didn't add you. My screen is quite small. I think I should have just added you. Maybe that was the only time you had time to come. Let me add the link again. I'm really sorry I didn't add you that time. I wanted to do one at a time because it's a very important topic. I just want people to be focus on what the speaker is saying. Okay. I've added it again. Now, Pat, if you are still here, please join. I know you are a very busy lady. Yeah. Stella, White Dynamics, thank you for joining us. Right. Somebody else said something before, something Oduduwa. Okay. I'm the only one who doesn't know about Koko Mama Saga. Am I the only? I am the only. Okay. Yeah, because I used to follow her initially, not religiously. There was some charity work with it together. She's very charitable on her channel. There was a time we were raising funds for Ebo NAIJA Mama. Some of you come to my channel religiously know Ebo NAIJA Mama. And myself and Christiana Okeke, we all did some fundraising together for Ebo NAIJA Mama. It was a channel that somebody raised, donated. It was through her that somebody donated a wheelchair for Ebo NAIJA Mama, because otherwise before then she was moving on her bottom. So there were some charitable fundraising stuff. We were all raising money for Ebo NAIJA Mama to buy keke nape, because she couldn't use a scooter in Nigeria. So that's how we got to know each other. Okay, so Precious said, as we speak, Koko Mama have no home. She lives in Airbnb. Okay, all right. So Precious, I think you are Precious Odudua. Please subscribe to my channel. I need to try and grow my channel. Okay, Precious said, Koko Mama neglect the kids. Okay, you seem to know a lot. Do you want to come up and speak to us? Sorry, I haven't been reading your comment. Then you said again, that is a lie. The story of the man on the kids sounds more true. Okay, all right. Probably when Uju was analyzing it, because Uju is very good at watching the YouTube channels. I don't know how she does it. I see. Oh wow, sorry, Pat is back. Let me add Pat. Hello, Pat Ayeba.
Hello, good evening, ma.
You are welcome to our channel. So yes, your take on this. We need to hear
See this Kokoma.
Nigeria perspective.
Okay, Nigeria perspective.
No.
I wasn't really.
You want to say, please? I'm just adding. I'm just saying that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not really like her fan. I didn't even sub to her channel, but since I'm always everywhere, I'm somehow places. I just get to know her from afar and all that. But let's go to the Koko of the gist.
Yeah.
Forget that we are doing YouTube. My number one priority is my family.
Yeah.
I keep telling people, see all this about the stuff, I'm suffering for my children.
Yeah.
So I cannot come and do YouTube 24 hours and my children will be suffering.
Yeah.
My family will be suffering to the extent that government will come and carry my precious children. Yeah. People gave birth to their own children 9 months. Me, I gave birth to my own children 10 months. They have to induce. So maybe that is why I know the love of children. And some of us, it was God that helped us. Because in those days, our parents don't really have the kind of knowledge we have now to raise godly seed. They just leave us for the streets. We grew up on our own. And somehow God helped us. We came out the way we are. But she right now, with the, I don't want to say let us say bye-bye to the children, no. But with the kind of talk that is going, because she's saying another thing, and the...
Oh, wow. Sorry about that, guys. Pat is gone. I know sometime because she's calling from NAIJA, our lovely Abuja FC, they call it, isn't it? Federal capital. Sometimes she sometimes have problem with her network. Or Pat is saying your device is not connected. When you're able to come back, it's got to be done. Thank you for coming again. Sorry, I didn't notice and welcome you. Please bear with me if I didn't welcome any of you. I'm so sorry. I was just so yeah, thanks for coming again. I know you came last time through Uju. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You know that this growth on YouTube is very slow. That's what some people are trying to do on that situation. Pat is saying your device is not connected. I think you might be having internet issues. So guys, people should give me thumbs up now. Why is the thumbs up not increasing? It's important. It's free. You're already here. You must well just give the thumbs up. Right. So let me try and read, because Precious, please, if you want to come up and say something, you can come up. It takes a village to raise a child. So we need to form a YouTube village to raise these children. Okay. So if you have anything to say, I would very much appreciate it. And please, you said, okay, you said already. What did I say? It's a lie. Okay. You said again, they are both putting lies out there. Yeah, we understand that. This is why I'm just trying to focus on what they must do. They should really stop thinking about themselves and who is right and who is wrong right now. I don't even care whether the husband is right. Okay, Precious, let me read the very first comment you made. If another Black woman know their kids are under your custody, be ready for wahala, and your pictures will be taken to Africa for voodoo. They will think you are the enemy. No, not at all. Oh, not at all. I've worked with a lot of, no, it's not like that at all. Precious, are you in Nigeria? Are you in the UK? Precious said again, they left when their father was in Africa. Okay. Oh, yeah, they left. Yeah, it's true. When their dad was here. Yeah, Mary Queen. Please, all of you that are here, if I didn't mention you, greet you personally, please bear with me. Or really not usually my style. The parents are not ready. Precious says so again. Precious, thank you really much. Thank you very much for really putting your insight into this. Let me see what new comment have been made. Okay. Have we tried to remove this guy? I don't know who is this that is speaking gibberish language. Can one of the moderators try and remove this person, please? There's some language there that I don't recognize. Yeah, it might be spam. So, yeah. Okay, welcome, Mommy Fechi. Oh, Mommy Fechi, thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. So, right. So, please, if you just join us, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And if you want to come up and say something about what we've been talking, the points I've raised, and your views and what you've learned about this, it's okay here to support. Okay, thank you. That's got to be done. Yeah. So, right. What I'm trying to say, we all heard what Uju have said. So let me try and clear that as well. Precious did say in the beginning that if a Nigerian woman knows that your children, they are looking after your children, they will not give you wahala. It doesn't work like that at all. These people are very boundaried. I mean, they are very well trained. The foster carers are well trained. You are not just thrown into the deep end. Pat is back. Hi, Pat, you are back. Can you hear us?
My network was bad, ma.
Yeah,
maybe because you people in the abroad, you even have government that is taking over you people's kid. At least they have government that is taking over government no send you. If you don't take care of your child, they will become a problem to you tomorrow. At least that place, government can even take the children and take care of the children, give them education, maybe share them to different homes. This idea is the ideas I got from movies, that when they carry your children, they will share them to different homes. I don't know if it's applicable to reality anyway. But the only advice I would tell women is, forget that we are running kitty kitty, you're running kata kata. Your family is your first priority.
Absolutely.
Now, my mom is old. And she always tell me that, thank God I gave birth to you as my last born.
Yeah.
So right now, my parents are old. We, the children, are the one that is like their, what is it called now? Their joy. Yeah. We are the ones that are like, your children you might not enjoy the children now, but when you get to old age, you understand what children are. You need somebody to take you to the hospital, you need somebody to take care of you, you need somebody to give you money. Your children are the one there for you. So for whatever reasons, I always tell people, if you are fighting, don't get your children involved. The man is here saying a lot of things about the woman, going to talk a lot of things. She did this, she did that. This is not the time for that. Both of them should think. For me, they should think of how to get the children. Like Auntie Uju said in her video 2 weeks ago, she's like, they can go and liaise with a friend of theirs that can go and adopt the children. By that way, they will be close. They can go and see their children anywhere they are. They can monitor the children, how they are taking care of them. But now, if the government take the child and divide the children to so many homes, maybe to two different homes, it's like the kids are three, Abby, Mommy Mabel. Are they not three?
There are three, yeah.
Yeah, there are three. Imagine them sharing your children to three different homes, according to what they show in movies.
Yeah.
And you are there, and God forbid, they not deport you back to Africa. Those children, you might not see them again, maybe till they are like 21 or 18 years, and they decide to look for their mother. And that is when they will come and look for you. So no matter what we do in this life, shut that door. No matter what we do in this life, let's put our children first. Absolutely. So the only advice I will have for them is two of them should just whatever tension. I don't know what they are trying to prove to the world, who is wrong, who is right. Me, I've not heard, I'm tired of the gist. She was live in Daddy Free's show some days ago, but I didn't want to watch it because it was long. I didn't want to watch it. But the one I watched, I know that it was wrong, was when the man recorded some of the things, the conversation between two of them, and gave it to his friend, the girl's enemy. And that one went and published it. The thing is nasty. Another thing we should remember is internet does not forget.
Yeah.
Forget that it's happening 2022. In 15 years' time, if those children grow up, they will Google it, it's still there. The internet does not forget. And that is the height of them. Taking your children is the height of it. That is the height of irresponsibility.
Yeah.
Maybe because people are in Oyinbo land, though. If it is in Nigeria, yeah, those children will change to Agboro. They will become things. They will become so many things that you don't pray for. So at the end of the day, I tell parents, my Bible is my yardstick. Raise up a child the way it should go, so that when they grow, they will not depart for it. But when the parents can't even raise up themselves, you're talking of raising up the child. Because according to the man says she spent all her time on YouTube. That she's a celebrity, she's an influencer. So all her time is there, that she doesn't cook, she doesn't know if the children have eaten, she does not wash, she does not sweep, she does not do anything in the house. It's only YouTube. So for that part, I don't know if it is true or not, because some people actually do YouTube 24 hours. My health, Auntie Mabel, the thing is, I like this topic you're treating. You have to continue treating topics like this so that young YouTubers that are coming, they will know that this YouTube is not by fire, by force.
Yeah.
Some people immediately they are monetized. Heaven and earth. Let them know that, yes, we know we are pursuing something. Some of us, YouTube is our second hustle. It's not only our hustle. So you have to balance it. You have to balance your home, your husband, your kids, your relatives, your parents, your YouTube. You can tell yourself, okay, I'm giving myself 2 hours on YouTube a day. Yeah. And it's fine by you. Yeah. Or me, basically, what I do is when my kids are in school, I do my recording. When they are back, I'm with them. Not that you're doing YouTube when they're in school. When they are back, you're doing YouTube. When they are... The owner of YouTube will not complain because they want content and you're giving them content. Yeah. But remember that you have a responsibility. Tomorrow, at the end of the day, we'll have somebody to answer to, which is God. What about tomorrow if God say, the children I gave you to, how did you handle them? Yeah. Because God gave you this kid for you to handle. How did you handle these children? How did you train these children? How did these children end up? There's somebody, I don't know, some people don't believe that we have to answer to somebody tomorrow. Okay, now, with all the fame, with all the money, with all the popularity she have on YouTube, where did they end up now? Yeah. Do you get? So for me, I don't know how they do it there. I don't know if they can beg the government to give them the kid. I don't know if there's somebody that can intercede for them or something. I don't know how it works there. But if there's a way they can beg the government so that the kids can grow up in one house. Yeah. Imagine carrying the children.
Pat, it's because you joined us slightly late. I analyzed that. I analyzed the other 5 major points initially.
Okay.
And when Uju was speaking, as Uju kind of add flesh to the point I have raised with the facts that she has gathered on YouTube. So it's not Auntie Vic, if you are still here, let me put the link. Auntie Vic is actually an auntie. She's actually a foster carer in the UK. So don't go away, Pat. I just want to put it there. Auntie Vic, if you are here, please come. Just click on the link so you can come to speak to us. Because I know she came in around 7, about 1 minute past 7. And thank you very much, Globe Ariana, for the super chat. I will dance to my super chat in a minute. You know, this is a very We can't have someone on the screen. That's why I noticed. Uju, thanks for appreciating Globe Ariana on my behalf. So yeah, I did analyze it, and it's not the way this. It's not glorious. Children being looked after by the system is not the best place to be. The outcome can be very varied. A majority of the children having that labor of being looked after is not the best for the children. And it doesn't necessarily, it's better than being left in the street in Africa. But it doesn't mean that it can replace the love of a family, of parents, where possible, or a close family member, or a godmother, or a godfather, where possible. So yeah, it's not as good. Movie we always beautify it, but there are good outcomes. Sometimes the outcome can be better than home, but where it's possible to return, like Uju rightly said, they have a caseworker who will support them. Obviously, we call it different things. Yeah, we have an allocated social worker, and we have somebody else who will be a support worker who will do the day-to-day nitty-gritty to go to their home and address the issues that are of concern that have been raised. So yeah, I hope that makes sense to you, Pat. Thank you for coming up to talk to us. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, let me just go back in there. Yeah, Glow, thank you very much. Oh, I have a super chat. I know today is not a dancing video. We actually have to dance. Thank you for my super chat. We have to try and make it lively. We can't let this. We can't be all sad and all doom and gloom. So please, the moral of all of this story is there are thousands and thousands of Nigerian or African children, and all children anyway, people from the same community, could be white, black, green, or purple, but the rate at which our black children are ending up in care is too much. So for example, if we are 3% of the population, and in your local authority, I will just use that word, like in your local government, what we call local government in Nigeria. Let's say, for example, in let's say a state. Let's say, for example, I won't use Edo State because there's too much of Edo State out there right now. Let's say, for example, in Lagos State is no man's land. I won't use federal capital. Thank you very much, Pat. Uju is thanking you. Yeah, Pat, you are very wise. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I acknowledge what Pat is saying. Actually, I must never overlook that our children, having our children is very important. You know, it is our first task, our first job. That is the first job. Every other thing is jara. Every other thing is just to help look after them. Okay, so we need to be able to plan the run. So Jane said, I do agree with you, Pat. Taking care of children is a big responsibility. It's not a joke at all. YouTube is not everything. It's true. It's not everything. So we really have to be careful. Uju said her first channel was up to 100K. The sub count is hidden. Okay, yeah, okay. They're talking about her channel. So Auntie Vicky, I know I sorted you before. I wanted an experienced foster carer to come and speak to us. That would have really been very nice. So thank you very much for my super chat. I'm just all over the place right now. Super chat. You know I like my super chat. Thank you very much, Glow, for giving me the super chat. So yeah, if Auntie Vicky is here, let her come as Auntie Vicky is actually an experienced foster carer. I know her through another auntie. And so what I'm trying to say, the person was saying that if people here that you're looking after their children, it doesn't work like that. Majority of the people, our job really in the UK, if you're a social worker, the first thing you have to do when you have to try and find a foster placement for the child is to try and find a place that matches their needs, somebody who is able to meet their needs as well as meet their identity needs. So preferably somebody as close to their cultural heritage as possible. But when you don't have so many bank of Africans or Nigerians to pick from, then you then go to a Caribbean foster carer. But obviously, it's not just about the ethnicity. It's also have to be somebody who has the skills to, because children come into care with different needs. They might even have suffered trauma because of what they have experienced in their homes. So yeah. So when some parents actually know that their child is being placed with a Nigerian family, they're actually very happy because they know that the food will still be close to what they are. Somebody who has this cool jollof rice and a goosey soup for their children, are likely to take their children to church. They're similar to the kind they go to with their parents. So yeah, it's not like that at all. Many parents are very appreciative because these children have already left home. So you must well look for the next best thing for them. Okay, Uju, you come back. You want to come back again? Thank you very much.
Hello, sorry that I came back, but I wanted, I wanted to throw more light to what Pat was saying.
Yeah.
Yes, I know about the foster system. I know a lot about the foster system.
Yeah.
And it can go two ways, like you said.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they don't know that they give them time. They can't stay in the foster system for a long time. They'll go give the parents time.
Yeah.
If they don't follow their work plan, their children will be placed for adoption, and their rights, parental rights, will be terminated.
Absolutely.
So Pat was saying something which, she's just a very smart woman, that girl. She was talking about, they separate siblings, of course.
Yeah.
The foster home where they are now, we don't know how long they are going to stay there.
Yeah.
I know that siblings, for large group siblings, are separated. Not every home can take care of 3 kids at the same time, 5 kids at the same time. They are separated. That's 2 kids here, 2 kids here. Another thing, they should know that, okay, foster system is good, but some do it for the money. Yeah. Because I've seen some foster parents that don't take good care of the kids. See? Yeah. So it boils down to what we are saying for them.
Yeah.
The parents to get their kids back. But mind you, they have to pass they have to do their work plan. If they assess and find out that they are not qualified to have those kids or keep those kids, the kids will not come back to them. Yeah. Especially now that the husband is saying everywhere that Koko Mama is crazy, she has a mental problem. He doesn't realize what he's doing to that woman. Yeah. He will go for a psych evaluation, and if they find that she's unfit to be a mother, she will never see those kids. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why people should be very careful. And she should go to parenting class. I am serious. Yeah. Not all parents are fit to be parents. I am sorry, I'm saying the truth.
No, it's good. It's good.
The truth.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Especially our Nigerian, you think that, I get married, I have kids. Not all of them are good. Both of them need to go for a parenting class.
Absolutely.
Where they will sit down and understand what it means to raise kids.
Absolutely.
It is not about you. It is about these kids.
Absolutely.
Some of them feel that these kids are just there to make their life miserable, because that was what the husband was saying, that she feels that the kids are burdened to her. She wants a free life. Who stays on social media? They say that she uploads 5 times every time. Yeah, Stella, I need to explain that she has 2 channels. Her main channel has up to 100K subscribers, but the count is hidden. But before then, she had a channel that was taken down by YouTube because of all the analysis she was doing about some pastors. That one, she said that if that one was still on, her subscribers count would have been up to 300K. She works hard. She takes that YouTube. She doesn't play with it, But YouTube and kids, which one is more important? So the most important thing I'll advise them is, let them go. I know that the work plan will involve going for parenting class. They need to go.
Yeah.
And stop all these things and get their kids, Yeah. All right, sorry that I came back.
No, sorry at all. No, sorry at all. No, it's very important. It's a community. I'm very glad when you guys come on the screen, because sometimes I'm here, I've written points down, but there are times when somebody's talking, because my face is on the screen, I might not be comprehending everything widely, but you are on the background, you might notice a point I haven't expatiated on properly. So, but it's very, very good. Thank you you can come back again and again. I don't mind.
No, that's okay. And I like what you're stressing. They say that black kids are with white people. Why wouldn't they be with white people? They take care of them. You see, how many people are you fostering? I went through the foster system. I fostered, at least my first fostering, I fostered twin boys.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
That was my twin baby boys. That was so that's how I know about the fostering system.
Thank you.
I fostered another baby again. It's not because of they need love.
Absolutely.
And you know that their parents can't take care of them. Think about it, twin boys.
Yeah.
Daddy in jail, mommy doing what she wants to do.
Yeah.
You know, but it was the hardest thing I had to do, but I did it.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank you very much for that example.
It was the
yeah,
hardest
thank
thing. Midnight is not feeding these babies and all that. But what happened? The babies were now, a family member now stepped up and took the babies, because the government can't give it to the parents. They're not qualified. They can't.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm saying, if Koko Mama, if they have, she says she doesn't have any friend, that friend can take those kids. At least they'll have more time. See, because they have to schedule visits for their kids. They cannot just, I want to see my kid. No, you schedule visit.
Yeah.
And the foster parents will be there. They can, monitoring, looking at you, So that's why I said if they have, but she says she doesn't have friends. So I've been in that system. I know how it works. I've done that.
Yeah.
So if we encourage our Black community, like you said,
absolutely,
get into fostering. Don't do it because of the money. Do it because you want to impact. You want to impact into the life of this kid. And when I get those babies, I pray for them. I speak life into them. I say you're the light of the world.
Yeah.
No matter where you find yourself, know that you've had a foundation, and that is, you speak life into them. So that is, I'm glad. Please continue to spread that news. We need to, encourage people to. Our people are so much into ourselves, sorry about that. I'm sorry I took your time.
No, not at all. Not at all. Please. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so pleased. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah. So yes, thank you, Uju, for that. So please, thank you all for coming once again. Please, if you just join us, give me a thumbs up. I can see 21 of you watching. So Jane said, please don't forget to give the host a thumbs up. You just said it. Thank you. And my friend, what's her name? I saw some few more people. Sam, Mr. Sam, thank you for coming. I saw somebody else just now. Chiomi Creative Kitchen. I think you came last Saturday as well. Thank you very much for coming to support me. And please, guys, I'm just trying to remind everybody, from next Saturday, I'll be moving this live streaming to my new channel, Ask Auntie Mabel. I did pin it on the screen before. So please, if you have not subscribed to that channel yet, please. Oh, Sam is trying to come up. Sam is saying your device is not connected. So please try again, resort out your device. So please, if you just type in Ask Auntie Mabel, or because some of you that have just joined, I think it was in the beginning before, I posted it before, because I'm not okay. Yeah, let me see. I might be able to post it again. So yeah, so please, it's really important that we are there, because there are more topics I want to discuss. And like I try to explain to all of you, this channel doesn't showcase the new things I'm doing on this channel. It's still showing, it's still only sharing or kind of promoting the Esan language channel more. So this is why I need to create this new channel where I can do more of this public and things. I want to do a lot of series on parenting. So like Uju rightly said, I did a special course on creating parenting community and parenting families and parenting community. So it's really a very good. It was actually designed focusing on our African kind of community and more. So it's a community approach to parenting. So it's something I want to do a few series on, because I really feel that there's so much going on. We're in this global village right now. And some of you younger parents, I don't want you to make me say there's so many Black children. Like I was trying to say, for example, if you are in Lagos State, you are in the UK, you have a state like that. Maybe they will say the Black population, they are 3% of the population. But the looked after children could be as much as 50% of the look after children. The Black children that are, for example, if for every 100 Black looked after child, you might have about 50 or 45 Black children or mixed race that are in those looked after system. So it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic of its own. that we really have to do something about. It's as a community, we need to address this problem. There's no point sitting on the fence or sitting in the sideline, pointing fingers to say that social worker was racist to me. The teacher in that school was racist to me. Many of us can train to become teachers in those schools so we can promote our identity more among our children. Many of us can be the social worker. So then your local authority, where you are, if you're a Black social worker, you're able to identify and say, oh, this child, the reason why it's acting like this, or the parents are acting is this. And you can even, like when I'm dealing with African parents, I can talk to them like a proper African auntie. I just tell them, I say, sit up. If either you don't want to sit, you want to sit up. If you don't want to live according to, you live in Rome and act like the Rome and raise your children according to the law, go back to your country. If the country was that fine and beautiful and everything was working well for you, wouldn't be here. If you cannot obey the laws here, then go back to where you come from. But if a white person cannot tell you that, you know, but I will say it with love, though, not the way I'm talking it now. I made them understand, you know, sometimes that's why we have to be there. We get our people to understand the system and that nobody's picking on them. So please, let me try and read some more comment. Please, if I don't read your comment, please bear with me. It's got to be done. You said, every country have their own social services processes, and in general, it takes a while before the children are taken away as the home, the parents will be under investigation. Oh yeah, taken away from home, the parents will be under investigation. That's true. Yes, this is why they have to sit up now instead of doing all this back and forth argument and fighting with each other. Or mother is not fit, dad is not fit. Then you just giving the system, the social service, of ammunition to prove to them. They don't even have to do much proving anymore now. You are just proving to them that you are not fit parents. You are not fit to parent the children. Yeah, you said again, if it's now has gone this far, meaning the parents have not done just to the children involved. Okay. Not done just to get the children involved. Yeah, sometimes I know this typing thing can run away with us. Okay, yes, Jen is welcoming Chumi. Thank you. Thank you very much. So please bear with me, or if I miss your comments, because today is just a very serious topic. Please don't forget to give the host a thumbs up. If you are just joining, give me a thumbs up. Chumi, thank you for coming once again. Sam, you were trying to come up. I don't know what happened there. Thank you for coming. Okay, Josie Corner, I saw you before. Thank you for coming. Sorry, I haven't welcomed you properly. So please, Nadia. Okay, no, who is this one? Nadia is speaking language that we don't understand. Okay, Stella White. Thanks, Josie. Hello, Minister Uju. Uju is always on point. You can actually see that Uju is speaking from experience. Another auntie that have experience as well. She came in briefly. She told me she'll be busy today. Auntie Vicky, she always come to support me. Yeah. So yeah, another thing actually, people who are concerned are that if you are a Nigerian foster carer, the parents will be angry. Sometimes you actually work the other way around. One of the young people that Auntie Vicky fostered, the mother, I think in the UK, the mother died. So an auntie was looking after this boy in the UK, but the auntie was maltreating the boy very badly. So it came to the notice of the social services. That's why he was removed from the auntie. They treated him very badly to the point that Auntie Vicky said when he came to her, he was 40 and he was still wetting the bed because of the trauma that he suffered at home. These are some of the things people don't understand. The system here is different. Like I rightly said, people are living in this closed environment, so the children can actually internalize a lot of trauma. Even in Nigeria, there are a lot of trauma that is going on. Some people that are going crazy and just becoming all these people you don't recognize, becoming kidnappers. You think they are doing it with their own naked eyes. They are not doing it with their true mindset. Some people it's evidence of trauma that are making them easily be lured into those things. So even eventually, this boy's dad was living in the US. Auntie Vicky have to help reconnect the parent. The parents are still involved. When they are being looked after here, the parents have contact with the parents. So the parents have opportunity to rebuild that relationship if they are really serious. But you must have to work the plan, like Sister Uju said. You guys can see when she was speaking from an experienced foster carer, someone that foster children point of view. Whereas I'm just speaking from a professional social worker's point of view. you know. So it's very important to have experienced it. You can see that the knowledge is different, and you can even see the point that Pat brought in from what she has seen on movie. But what we try to do in the UK, we hardly separate the children. So I even have sibling group that are about 3, and we will search high and low to put them together, place them together. But I must say there are cases where they cannot be placed together if they are causing trouble for each other, if they are causing more harm for each other than good. It's only on that ground sometimes that they are separated. So, but some cases they can still be separated, but we do try. There are foster carers who are trained to do sibling group, you know. So yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but it's doable. Then this is where we need to step up. Code with Samia, thank you for coming. And thank you all of you for coming. Jane, I think you have, do you have your, this thing today again? I think you have your, what's the time now? Is it time for your, have you changed the time for your premiere? I think something pop up on my notification. Jay, let me know. Do you have your premiere at 7:30, or you have changed the time? Because I have 24 people watching. I just want to know if other people have something to contribute. And please, 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 if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, the new channel on the screen is called Ask Auntie Mabel. So this is where I'm going to be doing my live streaming from next Saturday, because I have been trying to gradually do it. So the plan was that by February, I will gradually move it there. So that I wanted people to be, I've been advised to let people have enough notification. Please, please, that's where we have opportunity to discuss more, because on this channel, people are not getting enough, my videos are not being pushed forward enough to people, okay? So yeah, thank you very much for coming. And you know me, I always remind you, if you can give me super chat. Those of you who don't know how to give super chat, but beside the chat, you will see the sign of dollar. If you click on that sign of dollar, it will show you how to give super chat. Because when I move to the new channel, I'm not monetized on that channel, so I will not be able to get super chat. So today's your last chance to give me super chat for a very, very long while until I'm monetized on that channel. I'm still growing that channel. But I cannot, because of the channel not being monetized, not do what I have to do, because the topics I need to discuss now, they are very hot topics that need to reach as many people as possible. Because I know some Africans don't even, once they see my channel is about language and Africa, cultural heritage and identity, they are not interested. Some people just want to move and say, oh, I know enough of that. Some people will even tell me they know enough of that. So please, the channel, the pinned comment on my screen is the name of my new channel, Ask Auntie Mabel. That's where I'm going to be doing my live streaming from next week, Saturday. So please, 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 either you search for it or you click on the link. I'm going to try and pin the link in the comment section after this live streaming. And I think it's also already in the description. It's actually in the description of this video. So if you are one of those that cannot be bothered to type Ask Auntie Mabel, you can just click on the link in my description so you can go in there. We need to try and get these messages out there. Parenting is not more and more in Obodo Oyinbo. And one of the reasons why I really want us to stress these things, Esan people, I'm from Edo State, and Koko Mama, the husband from Edo State, and I'm nearer home to them, is there's a parable in Esan saying that the thief is not as shameful as the family members. So let me say it in my language. You know, sometimes when you say society in your dialect, it kind of ring bell more, have a ringtone. So I'm not saying they are thieves, but you know that this thing they are doing is shameful. The way they are just washing their dirty linen in the public. So we are ashamed. Those of us who are from Edo State to begin with, and Nigerians in particular, even a parent, any parent out there will be grieving, their heart will be bleeding. So they really need to focus on getting their children home and stop all this fighting. So thank you. Who've just joined us? Oh my goodness. Who's just joined us? Daddy Bella has joined us. I think I saw somebody else as well. Edith time, my Esan sister, my Esan little sister. Thank you for coming, Obulu, Oboria. See, I don't remember my people. And I've not done this on this channel for a while. My goodness. That's the more reason I need to move the live streaming over there so I can start doing at least one video a week to concentrate on my Esan audience on this channel. That was what it was originally meant for, wasn't it? Ola Allen, thank you very much for coming. Edith, thank you for coming. I do appreciate you. Angela, thank you for moderating. I think you are moderating. Are you? Yeah, you are, of course. Yeah, my moderators. Thank you all very much for moderating for me today. Thank you very much. Code with Sam. Anybody that want to come up, we need a male voice. Sam was trying to come up, but his network wasn't very good. I'm sure he's in Munich airport again. Sam is a very motivational speaker. So maybe probably that's why you couldn't come through. Oh, wow. Super chat. Thank you, Daddy Bella TV. Thank you for my super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody said something there. Yeah, thank you, Daddy Bella. Very shameful. Okay, yeah, Angela, you're another Esan sister, aren't you? We are nearer to them. I think both of them are from Esako. I know. Koko Mama didn't really grow up there because she always said she grew up in the barrack, that her dad was a soldier, was a military man. Yeah, I think she can speak Hausa very well. I've heard her speak Hausa. So yeah, thank you very much. Another super chat. We're not gonna die. Oh, we see. We're not gonna come die because of what's going on social media. We still have to, like I told you guys, this Saturday is my wind down evening. This chit chat is my wind down evening. So at least it's a problem shared is half solved, they said, isn't it? So yeah, thank you very much. Yet another super chat. Yes, super chat. Thank you all very much. I do appreciate it. Right. Yeah. Hello, Daddy Bella. Okay, it got to be done. Said, yeah, it got to be done. She said she works hard for YT, but not for the life and well-being of the family. We can only pray for the children. That's true. So please, I think it's a lesson, like Uju rightly said, it's a lesson for all of us to learn from. One thing I must tell those of you in Nigeria, raising children in Obodo is not easy. It is not easy. Those of you, that is the more reason why I want to do this series on parenting on my new channel. I want it to reach as many people as possible. Like I can't stress it, Some people have actually told me that I know. Once they just say, "Oh, Auntie, why are you talking of only of African heritage?" We know enough of that already. So some people don't find it interesting. Many of you do find it interesting, but not everybody. So I want to be able to open it up and reach more people. So it's not easy. Somebody like Edith, you are raising your beautiful daughters in Germany. So there are so many of us here who are raising children in Obodo. It's not easy. And I must tell all of you, now that your children are younger, just enjoy it. That is the easiest part of parenting Obodo. Once they start hitting the teenage years, you have to tie you have to tie it very well. The way Yoruba will say, you have to tie it to the way that it will be cutting your intestine. So thank you thank you all of you. So please, you really need to be mindful the way you raise these children. And you need to start laying the foundation from when they are small. Don't wait until they are older before you want to start repairing the things. You need to start when they are small. Start there. If you plant the seed small when they are young, it's better. I'm not saying parents don't have disagreement. We are not perfect parents. But work with the system. And let's start using our platform to educate ourselves. Teach your children to do chores. Don't over-labor them. Don't give them all the chores, but it's good to teach them. People are going overboard the other way around. They are not teaching them. They will sit down and say, "What will you have for dinner, Johnny and Angela and whatever and Mabel or whoever their names are, if they're Esan name? Oh, Behi, what will you have for dinner? Essay, what will you have for lunch?" They are like maids around their children. Just like Nigeria, people spoil their children and let the housemaid do something. In the UK, in the abroad, parents try to do everything smooth, feed their children. Teach them chores by age. Oh my goodness, Jane, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know this is going to be my super chat for a very long time until my new channel will be monetized. I'm going to work hard. I promise you guys. I'm going to take some time. I'm going to take some leave. Yeah, I'm going to take about a week off to do the transition so that I can have time to build up that channel so that you guys can have something to work with. I want to do a series that will really, really minister to all of you. Please. Oh, yeah, Auntie Vicky, you are here. Now, let me put the link. So, Auntie, just click on the link. Then you'll be able to come up. All of you that see here, listen to this Auntie. Auntie has got a lot worth of knowledge. Auntie is not just a grandmother. She's a great-grandmother. And she's still fostering. So these are people that help to parent me, make me the woman I am today. So, Auntie, I've just put the link. If you just click on the link, it will show you how to come on the platform. If you can show us your beautiful face, that would be beautiful. But if you cannot, I don't mind. But you guys need to see this Auntie. Yeah, drum roll, Auntie Vicky, try and come up. I put the link. Oh my goodness, I know we can't die. I need to try and cheer myself up today. Yeah, we have to try and cheer ourselves up. Yeah, thank you all very much. Thank you. I do appreciate all of you. Pat, and thank you for coming on the screen. All those of you who've come on the screen. Those of you who are joining the chat a lot, thank you. I really do appreciate. I appreciate all of you. Chomic Creative Kitchen, thank you. Auntie Vicky, you need to click on the link I've just put there where it shows Mabel. If you click on the link, it will take you to the screen. Yeah, Auntie Vicky, we are waiting. Everybody's waiting to see you talk to us. I've put the link again, Auntie. Please, it would be nice to hear you speak to us. I can't wait for that teaching series on parenting. Thank you, Angela. So please, if you have not subscribed to that channel yet, subscribe. So we start the live streaming from there next week. We do some opening series to welcome everybody, so you can all drop your questions, the area you are looking forward to. Parenting Obodo and boy, not be more. Stella, she's my auntie. Who are you claiming as your auntie? Auntie Vicky. You know Auntie Vicky. Auntie Vicky now Sonia auntie. Auntie Vicky now Rovo auntie. Now everybody auntie anyway, don't worry. Parenting in Nigeria can be challenging. Yes, it is. Parenting is challenging everywhere, trust me. I can imagine how difficult it could be in the Obodo, given the fact that you can't spank a child publicly. That's not even a big issue, to be honest. It's not, spanking is not the big issue. It's just learning, because the series I will teach on the children, you will see there are so many stages. There are ways you can talk to children. There are different stages, and you know that in Obodo, you can actually just hit the child gentle on the bottom, not this crazy anger that you go and start caning the child. You put on, don't you see what people see on social media, where people will just abuse a child, will put mark all over their body? Yeah, the spanking or the caning and all doesn't do much justice. There are so many other ways of getting message across. I don't know what happened to Auntie. I don't know why she's not able to come on. I really wanted Auntie to come up and talk to us, but I'll do a series with her. What I will do, when I start doing the live streaming, maybe I will just invite her as a guest, so she will be there with us from the beginning. I think I'll see if she's available next week. If she's not available next week, I'll try and do a session with her. So while she will be on the screen, so you guys can actually ask her questions. So I won't say it enough. This is the last time I'm going to say it now. Subscribe to the new Ask Auntie Mabel channel, so that you can get the notification for our live streaming next Saturday. We definitely have to move it now. I'll be gently reminding everybody. I was advised to try and do a few live streaming on this one before I move it to the permanent site. And I've explained enough the reason why we have to. Oh, Auntie Vicky said, oh, can't get the link. The link is on the screen here, Auntie. Are you not seeing it on the phone? This is the link here. I'm not sending it on WhatsApp. I'm not sending it via WhatsApp. I've just put it again. The one that says Mabel is in yellow. It should be coming up as yellow, and the screen will be, the link will be blue. The link that say streamyard.com, https/streamyard. If you click on that link, it will bring you to the studio. Then I will invite you in on the screen. That's what Uju and others have done. Uju and Pat did. So you cannot see the link on your phone. I don't know what device you are using, because we are going to be winding down and we have been here for, oh my goodness, over 1 hour, 44 minutes. Auntie, let's leave if you cannot come in. I'll give one more few more minutes for you to try and come. If you can't come in, I'll do a special series with you. So yeah, guys, I'm going to start removing the because I know this thing on the screen, it blocks my views. Someone's blocking my mouth. Okay, let me sit up a bit. Oh yeah, I should sit up actually. Let me sit up. I think my screen is always not as bold as it should be. Hello, Pat. You are live streaming. Hello, Pat. You are live. It's Pat live streaming. You know, Pat is always busy. Okay, Auntie, if you cannot come in, we're going to have to end the live streaming now. I want to try and support other people. Jane, so your whatever is tomorrow, then probably I got the timing wrong. Your premiere, I saw a premiere that came, or maybe it's tomorrow, or you changed the time, I don't know. Up Nepa. Pat is saying up Nepa. Okay, Pat, shift one side, I beg. Really shift one side. All right then. Okay, I will try and find a way to link up with Auntie Vicky. So I think it's even better if she actually come on just on one of the program, so we have that to ourselves, so that we can have a full discussion and all of you can ask questions. So yeah, please everybody support me. My premiere. Oh, okay, your premiere is 8 p.m. then. Okay, Jane, thanks for letting us know, because I know last time it was 7:30. I have to quickly end my to join. I'll be there. I'll try and support you. So you're always here supporting me, and all of you, thank you once again for supporting me. And those of you who've been here for the first time, I thank you once again. And those who were able to contribute in one way or the other, and all my super chatters, thank you very much. Jane, I didn't even dance for your super chat because there was so much talking around it. Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. Thank you, Jane, for all your support. I really do appreciate your help. Yeah. I don't even know who are these people that are always coming with these funny spam messages. So on that note, guys, we are going to be closing today. And I feel that we have said enough. We're giving enough advice to Koko Mama, even from Uju, from her own personal experience of fostering, has spoken to us. Patayagba has spoken to us from her Nigerian view. Okay, thank you. You changed it. Thank you very much. And yeah, and what people are seeing on movie and the reality, I know it's slightly different from state to state and from country to country. Okay, the UK is slightly different from US and all of that, but it's very similar. So I'm sure there's similarity with what goes on in Austria. So please, Koko Mama and Abu, or Esther and Abu, please hear what Auntie Mabel is saying to you, and everybody here is saying to you guys. Come together and dish all your whatever. Just forget about your differences, and even if we don't expect you to live apart, since you are in so much disagreement with each other. So wherever you live, make sure you put the children's best interest first and put one force together, put one front together. And you definitely, like Uju said, you need some parenting courses. Don't feel, oh, who will teach me? What do they know? They'll teach me how to parent my children. We all have to learn. The parenting didn't come with a manual, so we all have to learn on the job. So if there are areas you need to learn, you have to, even the professionals have to learn to be trained. Yeah? So it's not a shame to learn. So on that note, we are going to end this live streaming now. Oh, wow, Josie, thank you very much. Thank you, Auntie Mabel, for the education I needed. Thank you all very much. And we are, please, like I said, I can't say it enough. I know I'm preaching it so much. I'm going to be moving the live streaming to the permanent site, Ask Auntie Mabel channel. I want it to reach more people. I want people not to think, if you are interested in African heritage and language and identity, that you cannot benefit from my channel. I want to focus on answering these topical issues. so that you can ask me any question, no matter how difficult it is. If I don't have the answer, I will go and get a professional to come and answer it for us. We really need to learn, because there are so many of us in Obodo Impona, and the representative of our children in the care system is already too much. And even those who live at home, who are not succeeding in education, they are not making good use of education. They are ending up in the street and not achieving, ending up in what they call canteen line. They are ending up helping people sell drugs. And you people hear the news of how many Black people are stabbing and killing each other in the streets of London, and even in US and everywhere else. So our children are not safe, but we parents can do our best to keep them safe at least. Yeah? There's so much we need to learn on how to parent children in Obodo Imbo. And we have to work together as a village. It takes a village to raise a child. Because we are out of our country, doesn't mean we cannot form a community and a village wherever we are, be it on social media and close to home as well, be it within our church, within our friendship group. So let's work together to raise good children that we all be proud of. So on that note, I will say thank you, everyone. And next Saturday, we will be on Ask Auntie Mabel channel to continue this discussion and do some other area, cover some other areas that will be related to all of us and our needs, and I will make a difference in our family lives. So on that note, I will say thank you very much and goodbye. Which is in Esan is Obulu to one person, and Rabulu to more than one person, and Okimbwe to, oh my goodness, I haven't been reading all the, oh my goodness, I didn't know there were so many things there. Okay, Auntie, thank you so much. Okay, Ifechi family, I have enjoyed watching from the background. Thank you. Chrissy Nobo even turned up. Jane, love you. Oh my goodness, I was still behind in the chat. I never knew there were a lot of people who joined. Christy joined. Oh wow, I'm really sorry about that, guys. I was so far behind. I didn't know. I was just somewhere else. Yeah. All right. Thank you all very much. Now, the Okimbwe is goodbye in Esan. Wakimbwe is goodbye to many people. Okimbwe is goodbye to one person. And see you all next week with another informative, interesting topic.